Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if the entire purpose of this entire creation was one thing was about protection, then rest assured. I was just saying in the last this thing it got cut. I was saying how many years have you lived? Maybe some 40, 45, some maybe even crossed 45. So all this while from right from being that embryo to here, you have already been protected.
Yes. Yes.
Shwetaji, mute.
So already you have been protected. Now you can see it right in front of your eyes. You have been protected all this while, right?
Shwetaji, you have to
Yes.
say something.
No, ma'am. No.
Okay, so kindly mute yourself. Thank you.
I'm asking the same thing again. So if you understand just at this point right now, if you understand that you have been protected all the time right from when you were an embryo. है ना? Yes,
Yes.
Karyavarti, Omkar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still
So
we
if
carry,
you, so
that.
be confirmed that you are protected. Why you want to go in looking in the other direction?
Yes. Correct.
So I think Parul keeps on saying the same thing. Where your attention goes, something should be saying, where energy flows or something like that. So it's the same point. Wherever your attention goes, everything follows. Everything in this world follows your attention. So move in the direction that is uh, said, like how Pushkarni was repeatedly saying, that eighth point, the imagine the happy ending and solution to your problems. Move in that direction. That will have clarity, that will have a single pointed vision, like how he's been explaining in the same book, right?
See, every week we are adding more and more some, good knowledge to ourselves. And it will be, very good if we become aware of in the entire week and practice uh, reading, going back and forth to read the chapters and how we are supposed to apply these. As the Umkar is, continuously uploading all the sessions one by one, so it will be a good revision to understand, read again, and go back to the thought process, and in our daily life, how we can shift a little of our conscious mind and create miracles. Right? So, Ramji, anything else, or shall we read? We are starting with a
Yeah,
new
we have to
chapter.
continue. Yeah, let us read more. There's a lot
Yes.
of
Yes.
wonderful teachings here. Yeah.
Yes. So we are. This is the week 9, session 2, and I invite Amitji. Amitji, can you read? Okay, I think he's a little occupied. Karyavarti ji, please, can you read?
Yeah. I'll listen.
Thank you.
Mental healings in ancient times. Down through the ages, men of all nations have somehow instinctively believed that somewhere there resided a healing power which could restore to normal the functions and sensations of the man's body. They believed that this strange power could be invoked under certain conditions and that the alleviation of human suffering would follow. The history of all nations presents testimony in support of this belief. In the early history of the world, the power of secretly influencing men for good or evil, including the healing of the sick, was said to be possessed by the priests and holy men of all nations. Healing of the sick was supposed to be a power derived directly by them from God, and the procedures and the process of healing varied throughout the world. The healing process took the form of supplication to God, attended by various ceremonies such as laying on of hands, incantations, the application of amulets, talismans, rings, relics, and images. For example, in the religions of antiquity, priests in the ancient temples gave drugs to the patient and practiced hypnotic suggestions prior to the patient's sleep, telling him that the gods would visit him in his sleep and heal him. Many healings followed. Obviously, all this was the work of potent suggestions to the subconscious mind. After the performance of certain mysterious rites, the devotees of Hecate would see the goddess during sleep, provided that before going to sleep they had prayed to her according to weird and fantastic instructions. They were told to mix lizards with resin, frankincense, and myrrh, and pound all this together in the open air under the crescent moon. Healings were reported in many cases following this grotesque procedure. It is obvious that these strange procedures, as mentioned in the illustrations given, favored suggestion and acceptance by the subconscious mind of these people by making a powerful appeal to their imagination. Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer. In all ages, unofficial healers have obtained remarkable results in the cases where authorized medical skill has failed. This gives cause for thought. How do these healers in all parts of the world affect their cures? The answers to all these healings is due to the blind belief of the sick person, which released the healing power resident in his subconscious mind. Many of the remedies and methods employed were rather strange and fantastic, which fired the imagination of the patients, causing an aroused emotional state. This state of mind facilitated the suggestion of health and was accepted both by the conscious and subconscious mind of the sick. This will be elaborated on further in the next chapter.
Such a beautiful thing. And imagine, after doing all those rituals and everything, what is he writing in the end? Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer. So
Correct.
we believe, so in so many, rings, talismans, amulets, we go and take from people. So, we say, I can say that if even if we trust the person also, somewhere it is only our trust which is working on the other person.
Correct. Correct.
So if I am telling somebody that I trust you, that means somewhere or the other I trust myself first. And in my own subconscious mind, I have accepted the idea that I am safe. Right? So this is so beautiful. Now, so all the healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer.
Correct.
So in my own mind, I have already created a scenario where I am on a safe space. So what my subconscious is going to project is always be protected. So it's a big belief, right? And in all ages, unofficial healers have obtained remarkable results in the cases where authorized medical skill has failed. See? So at times, if we come to awareness, then we'll start, that superstition within us will go. We follow so many things, so many rituals, but ultimately what actually is helping us is only our attention on the conscious thoughts which we are telling to the which we are actually accepting within us. Right?
See, I have a point to make here. Since ancient times, this is the practice. With the evolution, the historical developments, the invention of iron, maybe invention of wheel, industrial revolution, etc., technology has grown.
Yes.
See, even for now, we believe that going to a doctor will heal us, or taking a medicine, or undergoing a surgery will heal us. Even that's not
Hmm.
true.
Yeah,
As per this, those are unofficial healers.
yes.
Official healer,
Moment, Karavarti, I just want to say something here because you just mentioned something, right? You said we have invented a lot of things and we are living certain kind. Can you please repeat that?
you mean the world history, like
Yeah,
human
you just
as
said
this,
something. Yeah,
as this.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. See, in the ancient times, there were no proper medication or proper advancement in the science,
No, no, no.
like
This
today.
is this is no, no. If you
No,
if you look at the Indian
maybe
history, you will. Yeah,
correct, correct. Yeah, yeah. I'm wrong. I was wrong. Right, I agree. See, I'm saying
yeah. That I just wanted to
there.
clear that point. So I just want to clear that
Okay,
point that these ancients were far more superiorly um, progressed
Progressed.
when compared to where we are now.
mm, yeah, okay, I agree. See, in a way, I agree to that point. But I want to
Yes.
mention here that time unofficial healers are there. Original
Yeah.
healer was the subconscious mind of the sick person.
Yes.
Same is
Yes.
the case now,
Yeah.
right?
Can you please give an example for that?
See, I would like to make a point that
Mm-hmm.
even today, our subconscious mind, I mean, as a sick person, his subconscious
Okay.
mind is the healing power.
Yeah.
In the ancient times, as he mentioned, the unofficial healers who performed certain mysterious rites and rituals by doing something, talismans, rings, and relics. Today, in the modern world, or maybe in the, as you mentioned, today in the allopathic medicine or maybe other alternative forms of medicine also, they are doing some other procedures like giving medication or surgeries or treatments. So both come under the same category, unofficial healing. Whereas original healing was done and is done by the subconscious mind of the sick person. That's what I want to mention.
Yeah, today also, if you go to the doctors, most of the doctors will directly tell you if whatever the medicine we are giving does not actually, develop that healing. It is actually an antidote to the symptoms and not to the actual cause of the or reason to the problem. Most of the doctors continuously keep saying this these days.
Hmm.
Not these days, maybe from my childhood, I've heard that. So, what are they actually saying? So if
Yes.
you search around this claims by the doctors, whoever, even recently my son was having some stomach pain or whatever. So we went to the doctor and then the doctor said, I have given him the right medicine. Okay, and the medicine is definitely not going to heal him. We are going to give medicine. Only the medicine can help the symptoms only, and
Correct,
not
correct.
actually a cure for the
Not the
problem.
root cause.
Do you understand?
Root cause, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just have this, okay? Even this modern medicine in that way can be, could be, or should be looked in the same weird way or fantastic, what? Weird and fantastic instructions.
Hmm.
Now that develops a question in a human mind, right?
Hmm.
So if you're taking one white color round,
Pill.
very, yeah, whatever you call it, round white or colored sore piece of powder, and then yeah,
Chemical,
that's yeah. Can you see how you look at
chemical
it?
locha.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm just saying that there are different ways of looking at things, right?
Hmm.
There are different ways. See, you said a pill, but I said a round white or colored or powder or sore or very 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 like that. So yeah,
Hmm.
so if I tell my son that he's drinking some of these medicines, okay, sometimes when he's got fever or something, so some of his medicines are very tasty.
Yes, yes.
So sometimes my wife gives him honey water, and she tells this is the medicine I have put it in water. So now what's happening? So these are all weird and fantastic instructions, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. So that's how all things are working in this world. Anyways, so that's the point I just wanted to make, and I just wanted to correct you that we are very way
Yeah,
back
correct.
from the ancients.
Yes,
They
yes,
are
I
far
agree.
beyond whatever. We have lost information. That's all. We are just getting back to it.
Yes. Correct.
And
Yeah.
also, Karyavarthi here, the methods employed were rather strange and fantastic, which fired the imagination of the patients, causing an aroused emotional state. So that aroused emotional state facilitated the suggestion of health, and that was accepted by conscious and subconscious minds of the sick person. So the methods they have employed facilitated in the acceptance of healing by the conscious and subconscious minds.
Go with an experience I was having this
One
week.
one minute.
That as one of my friends had.
What happened?
Parulji,
Omkar, you were saying
you were saying
something?
something?
Yes. Now, Omkar was saying something and then he muted himself.
It's just like, all
Ramji is also muted now.
Hello?
okay, it's like all the children were playing in a room and suddenly the power went off.
Yes.
So they're all searching what happened. Anyways, continue to read, and if there is anything to discuss, continue.
Yes.
No, in the background,
Actually,
actually,
I
by
had,
mistake, the old video got
wondered.
started. I'm really sorry.
It's fine, Omkar.
Devasri, you were saying something.
Yeah, actually, previously I used to try the methods and I used to make it happen, but since 1 week I was literally like very dull. I am getting so many negative thoughts rather than positive, so I'm getting so much negative vibe. So I was very disturbed and I was not able to implement anything. I was literally getting feared, like because of my negative thoughts, even when I trying to think positive, nothing is actually working out for me. uh, and also I'm getting fear, like whether if I think something negative, so something might happen, so it will result into something. So I, since 1 week, I have literally stopped everything, thinking or trying to implement, or I have stopped everything. So it was like I am being over emotional this time. So even my cousin Pushkarni this time helped me by saying, so whatever it is, so try to take it in a positive way. So before implementing or taking any thoughts into your mind, so be calm first. Try to take things very slowly. So after that only take the thoughts like that. So I have like stopped thinking or taking anything. So right now I have completely stopped implementing or anything. So right now I'm taking breaks in this. So I want to know, like when I'm being over emotional or when I'm getting negative thoughts, so what I need to do in that case, like in order to cool. And like it is taking so much time for me to getting cool down in some situations. So at that time, what I need to do, instead of
You
being
just
very over
go,
emotional.
you just take your bike. Do you have a bike?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if you feel anything like that, just take a bike. Do you have ice creams?
Yes.
Yeah, go eat a couple of them. And yeah, obviously, you like shopping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go shopping. Nothing more than that. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just do this thing. And if you like something else, you can add on to it. I appreciate that. So
When
if
you
you
say
like
shopping,
traveling, take a flight,
God will be happy.
come to Mumbai. Yeah. Okay, just be
Yeah,
happy. That's all.
next
Nothing more
time
than that.
I'll do it. Yeah.
But one piece of advice I have here. I told you just take your bike
Yeah.
and move. So okay, the thing you should not do is sit and think.
But
No, that is
when
what
I
we
feel
were
like it
learning
is
in the.
hurting me, or when I feel
No,
guilty, so at the time, how I need to stop like overthinking or being very over emotional. So at the time,
I told you the same exact thing. Okay, just whenever you feel that, one piece of small advice I have: don't sit and think. Just take your bike and run away from the house. Okay? Yeah.
but that's what. That's why we are reading this subconscious mind book, right? To
Yeah.
eliminate those thoughts and replace it with something
Replace
more
it with
your way,
Exactly.
the positive
Exactly.
ones.
Exactly.
Yes. So
That
in case, Ramji has a beautiful point here. And the point is that the energy which is very heavy at the moment, when you move out without thinking, you are actually, leaving, you're moving your body. That means you are eliminating those things for the moment.
not
Okay.
contagious with those
Yes.
thoughts.
And the second thing is, remember, always tell yourself, wherever attention goes, energy flows. So if I am going to be continuously in this zone, I am definitely going to see something opposite, which I don't want.
Yes, Parvati, that's what
So,
happened actually this
yes.
week. So that's why I'm really scared, like, so how, that's why I want to control my mind, control my thoughts. Instead of thinking I should like completely shake my mind into a different zone, or I should do something in order to overcome it. That's what I'm training my mind
Just
with
make
actually
yourself
since
aware,
last 3 days.
just make yourself aware. If I keep on thinking the same thing, as we are literally reading, that whatever I am telling to my subconscious, the conditions, the on the screen of space as conditions, experiences, and events, I will be seeing. Am I ready? No. Then what should I do? Then I talk, when we are talking to our conscious mind, automatic auto suggestions. What should I do now? I'm very angry. I'm very pissed off. But what should I do? Leave that moment there itself. Go and have a glass of water, have some ice cream, move out, and then after some time, sit and then think about it.
Even, ma'am, I just wanted to share this. When there was crossing going on to me in the court, this time, what I did was I carried a water bottle with me, and whenever they asked the question, I was like, I used to drink one sip, putting the affirmation that in my mind that I won the case. I used to the water and reply them. So, like literally, my crossing went well.
See, and I'm telling you, if you,
So,
I
like
think you
all these
joined a
days,
little
Very
late.
yes, ma'am.
You
Yes.
you joined a little late, but before this, even when the beginning of the first session, we were talking, me and Karyavarti were discussing the same thing about the case, that you just have to convince your subconscious mind. You have to accept the idea that you won. Circumstances, suggestions, whatever expressions, everything will fall in your favor.
Correct.
Only
Yes.
you have to be convinced
Believe
that,
that.
yes, I'm going to win.
Yes.
Shweta, when you were saying that, when you were sipping the water, in my mind, I was just seeing this. Have you seen this little children, hopping and they are jolly, walking with the hand, moving like this and, moving across. They're in joy.
Yes.
They're actually going to some place or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
actually mentally, my mind went into such a place where I am seeing you with your picture that I'm able to see. Like you're walking in the corridor of a court, you're just waving your hand and joyfully walking that you have won the case. So,
Certainly.
so,
I did it.
so, so, so,
It
so
works.
if you are, yeah, it works. See, it's like, instead of, I was just wondering to tell you in my mind that instead of sipping, yeah, the obvious, that is one of the wonderful ways you adopted, definitely. I was just thinking next time when you
and
go, why don't you
and I
hop like this
realized
and
what
go?
is there deep inside me. What was settled all these days. Those
Yeah,
fears
yeah,
that
yeah,
like maybe something which was filled from the beginning.
very good.
That I became aware of it. Like took it out and saw what is in there. So that made me to get myself very free with the, as you said, in the court.
Okay.
I went like
Yeah,
that.
so next time in the session you will be literally like going that way. So I know I'll definitely count that.
So even one more thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
like for Shweta, that water is acting as a positive dose. So whenever she sips
Yeah.
in water, it is something like, oh, the subconscious is
Antidote.
working. It's getting
So,
manifested.
mm,
She's winning.
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that actually that water is moving through her systems. Obviously, the oxygen, iron, everything is being taken care of, the chemical compositions, and that is mixing with the bloodstream, and the blood is moving through all parts of the body. So her entire cell in cellular organism that she is as a body is understanding that he has won the case. So that's a
Yes.
wonderful way. Very good.
So it is like a microcosmic effect.
Yes, every cell in her body is responding to it.
Yes.
It
Yes.
started vibrating. Yeah.
Ramji, you
Very
said
good.
water.
And
You said water, and
Shwetaji,
you saw her
we feel
jumping.
like you won the case.
Yes. See, it's a collective energy now. I was feeling like you're jumping in the water and making, splashing those puddles of water.
Yeah,
okay.
I just saw her like like I said, I just saw her like she was in the courtyard walking like this small children, they wave their hand, hop and move,
Ah.
they're very happy, they're very excited. Okay, oh, like that. So I was just, it just that picture just passed in my mind. So it was like, that's why I
No,
just
this
came
time
in.
I was moving really very like very freely, very freely.
Yeah, the
I was
reason I
not
picked up
like
this topic, yeah,
had any
yeah,
constraints like before.
yes, yes. The reason I picked up this topic is because way back in our sessions, we have read something that people, when they move in the momentum of their experience, of
Hmm.
having it done, it worked. So that's how, this is just a process of that. You remember, a man actually believed that, some things are happening in his life and actually came true to his living. The lady who was singing, you remember?
Yes,
It is
yes.
in the same book.
Yes.
Yeah, it is all, if you look back at it, you will understand the same thing, that is you're working in the same way. That means
Okay.
you have put in practice what the book is saying. Very good.
Thank
So
you.
let's continue with the next one,
Yes,
Shweta. There's more to come. There's more power.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Are you able to read?
Yeah. Should I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Biblical accounts on the use of the subconscious powers. What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Note the difference in the tenses. The inspired writer tells us to believe and accept as true the fact that our desire has already been accomplished and fulfilled, that is already completed, and that its realization will follow as a thing in the future. The success of this technique depends on the confident conviction that the thought, the idea, the picture is already a fact in mind. In order for anything to have substance in the realm of mind, it must be thought of as actually existing there.
Underlined point.
Yes,
It
this
must
is what
be
we want to
thought
say.
of as actually existing there. Ramji, this defines as something called multidimension, right?
Please come again to the context.
So he's saying it must be thought of as actually existing there. In order to anything to have a substance in the realm of mind, it must be thought as actually existing there.
Yeah, obviously, because see, he has explained previously, in the same book, the subconscious mind does not understand what is real and unreal, right?
Yes.
So once all sorts of people have all sorts of Divya. Now, if I can talk to you, you will sit and think, and you will think of all these things as if it is real, right? But it is all an hallucination in your mind, isn't it? That whatever negative things that you were talking earlier. So when you sit and think, you will think as if it is real. No, you will actually literally be seeing that somebody hit you, you hit them back, you broke their two teeth and they spit it out, and all these things. So all these things is not real, but yeah, but you
But
really
at
want to
that
beat them
time,
up.
it will, yeah, some picture
Yeah,
will be there in my mind
yeah, but it is
exactly.
actually a hallucination, right? So Parul, are you getting the point?
Yeah.
It is just like
Yes.
that.
Yes, it is a hallucination. And I remember, one of a client of us, she was talking about the same thing, that, ma'am, how does things? I said, why do fights happen? So I said, are you yelling inside to somebody? So she said, I have a lot of habit of abusing people when I am very angry. So I said, that is what the fight has occurred. So she said, but I did not say anything on mouth. And secondly, I never accepted, like I never wanted to fight. I said, but the mental fight has already started within you. So when you are starting abusing inside, you have already started creating a mental picture of somebody angry and you started putting it out, and you get into that fights in the physical world. She said, oh, I did not realize this. See, that's again the thing, no? When you're starting to yell at people or abuse inside, you've started giving power to the wrong things, and it manifests as fight, right? So let's continue.
Yeah. Here, in a few cryptic words, is a concise and specific direction for making use of the creative power of thought by impressing upon the subconscious the particular thing which you desire. Your thought, idea, plan, or purpose is as real on its own plane as your hand or your heart. Sorry, I'll repeat this. Your thought, idea, plan, or purpose is as real on its own plane as your hand or your heart. Okay. In following the biblical technique, you completely eliminate from your mind all consideration of conditions, circumstances, or anything which might imply adverse contingencies. You are planting a seed concept in the mind, which if you leave it undisturbed, will infallibly germinate into external fruition. The prime condition which Jesus insisted upon was faith. Over and over again, you read in the Bible, according to your faith is it done unto you. If you plant certain types of seeds in the ground, you have faith they will grow after their kind. This is the way of seeds and trusting the laws of growth and agriculture. You know that the seeds will come forth after their kind. Faith, as mentioned in the Bible, is a way of thinking, an attitude of mind, an inner certitude, knowing that the idea you fully accept in your subconscious mind will be embodied in your subconscious mind and made manifest. Faith is, in a sense, accepting as true what your reason and senses deny. That is, shutting out of the little, rational, analytical, conscious mind and embracing an attitude of complete reliance on the inner power of your subconscious mind. A classical instance of Bible technique is recorded in Matthew, 9:28. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said unto them, believe ye that I am able to do this. They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then touched then touched he their eyes, saying, according to your faith be it unto you. And their eyes were opened. And Jesus straightly charged them, saying, see that no man know it. According to your faith be it unto you. You can see that Jesus was actually appealing to the cooperation of the subconscious mind of the blind men. Their faith was their great expectancy, their inner feeling, their inner conviction that something miraculous would happen and that their prayer would be answered, and it was. This is the time honored technique of healing utilized like by utilized alike by all healing groups throughout the world, regardless of religious affiliation. In the words, see that no man know it, Jesus enjoins the newly healed patients not to discuss their healing because they might be subjected to the skeptical and derogatory criticisms of the unbelieving. This might tend to undo the benefits they had received at the hand of Jesus by depositing thoughts of fear, doubt, and anxiety in the subconscious mind. For with authority and power he commanded the unclean spirits, and they came out. When the sick came to Jesus to be healed, they were healed by their faith together with his faith and understanding of the healing power of the subconscious mind. Whatever he decreed, he felt inwardly to be true. he and the people needing help were in the one universal subjective mind. And this silent inner working, inner knowing, and conviction of the healing power changed the negative destructive patterns in the patient's subconscious. The resultant healings were the automatic response to the internal mental change. His command was his appeal to the subconscious mind of the patients, plus his awareness, feeling, and absolute trust in the response of the subconscious mind to the words which he spoke with authority.
Excellent. See, Ramji was just now saying that, we have the ancients were so much more knowledgeable than what we are today. So as he's giving the example of Jesus here, and he's saying how he healed, even the people who are unaware, like if we start take an example of our own child. If we start seeing a sick child and we just start, telling ourselves that the child is fine, absolutely fine. So our own subconscious is going to show that, right? So this is what he's saying. Ramji, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So whatever he decreed, he felt inwardly to be true. So as for the child, as for the people around us, if we start thinking in the same direction, though it is again denying the senses, consciously seeing yet subconsciously telling ourselves that the person is fine, everything is fine around me. So it's again saying the same thing that when I trust myself, I trust my own system. I trust my own subconscious that it will show me the people healed. Right? Anything else?
Yes.
Ramji, yes, please. We have only 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay. No, I just was pulling into this point. I have been in this session quite some time, So I'm seeing, last time also, last 2 times, 3 times, I had told that, people are talking things that is actually in the next paragraph like this. Does anybody remember?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I was about to...
Now, surprisingly, now Omkar said something, right? He said something that is in line with faith is, in a sense, accepting as true what your reasons and senses deny. Omkar, you were saying something like this, right? In the beginning of the session.
Yes, Ram. Actually, what I'm saying is the paragraph that we are going through, it was mentioned clearly the desire, whatever it is, even if it doesn't seem to be in physical world, but still beyond the senses, if you just think of it, it has been fulfilled.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make
it
this point.
answers
I
my
don't know,
question
surprising.
also.
Yeah. Surprisingly, all the people here, speak about things which are actually coming in the text afterwards. So I was just surprised. Some kind of telepathic, some kind of, I don't know, future seeing kind of.
Ramji, we are following the
Visual.
ancients.
Yeah.
We are deliberately following the ancients.
Okay, I'm quite surprised. Anyways, I think it happened with Shweta as well. I think Divya, I think it happened 2-4 times already before.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was a good session. We'll continue with
Good.
the next week again. Carry
Yeah,
forward
yeah.
with the
Thank
page
you.
number 43.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It
Thank
was
you.
wonderful
Thank you.
having all of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.